All right, hello, my wonderful students. This is part 2 of Foldable number 4. This one is the phase shift and shift of k for cosine. For this one here, we have y is equal to 1/2 cosine of 1/2 theta plus pi minus 1. All right, so once again, we're going to use a very similar formula. This one is going to be a cosine of b theta plus c plus k. And once again, we're just going to kind of go down the line and solve for everything. So for this one, the first one is 1/2. It's going to be our amplitude. Then we're going to have our k. Our k is equal to -1. We're going to go ahead and solve for our period. So remember, our period for this, anytime you have sine or cosine, is always, not over 2. It's going to be 2 pi over b. In this case, our b is 1/2, so it's going to be equal to 2 pi over 1/2. When you take the reciprocal of this is going to equal to 2 pi over 1 times 2. I had to go back and look at it. Over 1, so this is going to be our, I might infringe on this graph a little bit. I'll do it down here. It's going to be 2 pi times 2 would be 4 pi over 1, so it's just 4 pi. Cool. And now we're going to go ahead and do our phase shift, which is when we set this equal to 0 and then solve. So we have 1/2 theta plus pi is equal to 0. Subtract pi to both sides. And we get 1/2 theta is equal to -pi. And then we can just multiply everything by 2 to get theta is equal to -2 pi. So this is our phase shift. So we're going to move over, just do it here. Just in a different color just because I want to kind of differentiate this. So it's going to be -2 pi. Hope you guys can see that this is blue. And then once again, we're going to get our period, which was here 4 pi. And we're going to add it to our new starting point. And then we're going to get 2 pi. So that means this is actually going to stop here at 2 pi as well. So we have our start and our stop because this is 4 pi, which is our period. And we have our phase shift, which is moves over 2 pi from the actual center. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do our k. Our k is moving down 1 unit. We can move that first, but let's just go ahead and do it. We see here that the middle is 0, which is awesome. It makes it easier to do. This is pi, and this is -pi, because the distance from here to here is 2 pi, so halfway, of course, is just pi. Same thing, distance from here to here is 2 pi, so halfway, of course, is just pi. We're going to move over our 1 to the bottom because our k is equal to -1, not k minus 1. So this is going to be where we start here. And our amplitude is 1/2. So it's actually going to be in between here. Oh, this is 0. I was like, why did I put that point there? Okay, good. This is 0. Yeah, it's not a point. Okay, so that means we can just label this here. So if this was -1, this is +1. That means this is going to be our -1. This would be -1.5, which is the halfway point that we need for our cosine. So go ahead and do our thing there. And then this is going to be our 1/2 negative, which is going to be the other asymptote that we're going to graph from. And once again, we're graphing cosine. So cosine starts up here and it's positive. So cosine starts up here at the maximum, goes down to here, which would be our neutral, goes to the minimum, back to the neutral, and back to the maximum. And it looks like this. And this would be our cosine graph for y is equal to 1/2 cosine times, or of 1/2 theta plus pi minus 1.